This is Shadow Jedi here, back with another review. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the LEGO Star Wars Freemaker Adventures. The show is meant to pass time for Star Wars Rebels, which is also meant to pass time for the movies. So how did we end up getting a LEGO Star Wars show? Back in 2011, when Disney didn't have the rights yet, Cartoon Network made a 22 special animated by Freemaker Entertainment. You know, the same company that gave us Food Fight. I remember watching Special and thinking it was good. Special did so well they made on the second special in 2012, so in 2013 they released 3 specials, which were also good. 2014, when Disney had the rights, they released 4 specials, and in 2015 they released 6 specials based on our movies to get the younger fans prepared for Force Awakens. So I guess they all did so well they had to make a TV show. Is it as great as the original trilogy, or is that a disappointment like the prequels? Let's find out! Let's begin with the story. The story isn't bad per se, nor is it good. It's simply mediocre. It's predictable beginning from end, but what's saving it from being bad, it did get me excited and got me looking forward to each episode. At the beginning, it would try to do one twist, but it was ruined by merchandise. So the story is a 5 out of 10. Now let's look at the characters. Let's begin with Rowan, the main character. He's not a good character at all. He has no personality at all, and he's just as bland as Driftwood. He isn't hateable, but just not a good character. Next, there's Xander, Rowan's big brother. Unlike Rowan, he's full of personality. He's just the Han Solo-ish type, or the Star-Lord-ish type. Like, he's a type that does make mistakes, but always wins the day. So he's the most generic of the group. Next is Cordy, my favorite character. She is pretty much the newest character in the Star Wars universe. She's greedy but kind. Whenever her brothers get into trouble, she's the one getting them out of trouble. She always has a deal up her sleeve. She's always looking out for Rowan, and when money is low, she gets all greedy and ready to go on a mission. She is the least generic and most likable. Then there's Roger, a Clone Wars battle droid, who's basically the comic relief. I can't find anything to say about him, just he's the comic relief. Is he likable? Yes, so know more about him. Next we have the main villain, Nare. I guess one of the new female villains besides Ventress, Mara Jade, or Captain Phasma. She's pretty unlikable, but I guess because how evil she is, I guess they get away with it since she's written to be the bad guy. Now we have Garbella. He's a secondary villain, and unlike Nare, he's just not plain evil. He just went Rowan for money so he can build condos. We do have the Emperor and Vader as villains, but they are mostly just scag characters. Dengar's in there too, but he's mostly just like a background villain. If you want more Dengar, then I recommend watching the Clone Wars episodes that he's in. Characters like Luke and Lando are Landale, but they're just for one episode, so not to take attention from the main characters. So most of the main characters are generic, but characters like Cordy and Grabilla, and the generic characters being likable gets the characters a 6 out of 10. Okay. The animation is good, nothing to brag about. Now, if I was a critic, I would give this I'll just put this as a 5 out of 10 mediocre. But I'm not just a critic, I'm a fan. I love Star Wars, and I still love it to this day. I'm giving the show a 6 out of 10. Why, you ask? Because the show delves very deep into Star Wars logic. The show is obviously aimed to very young Star Wars fans. It is not nearly as great as a Lego movie. I love that movie, by the way. I love how the show is teaching the young Star Wars fans the lore. For the 100 Star Wars fans about to come, heck, it even taught me a thing or two about Star Wars. So in short words, LEGO Star Wars Freemaker Adventures has a predictable but exciting story. Mostly generic characters with very few good characters. And nothing to say, but it's made to teach a younger Star Wars fans the lore for the 100 movies about to come. Recommendations. If you like dark Star Wars like Empire Strikes Back, then this is not the Star Wars for you. if you like fun Star Wars, then maybe you would like it. But the young Star Wars fans will love it. So if you have young Star Wars fans, they would love this show. So I highly recommend it for their age. They will be blown away for how much this goes into Star Wars logic, and so will you. So I'm giving us Star Wars Freemaker Adventures a 6 out of 10. Okay. If you ask me, that's pretty good for a show that's meant to pass time for another show that's meant to pass time for a movie. So what do you think of the show? Was it bad? Was it horrible? Was it good? Was it great? How would you rate it? Put it down in the comments below. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you hated the video, give it a dislike. If you like me, subscribe. In other words, just a Shadows Jedi signing out. I'm good,